you guys. And the guinea pigs are very, very hyper because they know where the veggies are. So, I'm going to give them some. But I thought today I could chat about a bit of being a guinea pig owner. Specifically, the remembering to do things part. Because, I'm not sure if you know this, but guinea pigs, when it comes to guinea pigs, there is so much you need to remember. Here are just a few examples. You need to remember to buy more hay, more pellets. You have to make sure that you trim their nails if you have a guinea pig with longer fur. You have to make sure that you trim that too. I have bell pepper on my ankle. But you have to remember to book vet visits. And then if, let's say, your guinea pig did have a surgery or some form of condition and they need medicine and that sort of thing, then that's even more you have to remember. So all I'm trying to say here is that when it comes to being a guinea pig owner, there's a lot you got to remember. And I thought I would share things that I use to help me remember to do everything. And hopefully you could use it too. Cookie thinks I smell like bell pepper, because I do. I'm telling you guys, once you give them a little taste of veggie, then they just become hyper. So number one is a whiteboard. So I actually have a whiteboard right beside the cage. I'll insert a photo somewhere on here. But I have a whiteboard right beside my cage where I will write, like, that's not for things I need to do, that's for guinea pig things. So if I'm like, remember that you need to buy hay, and I am like, I can't forget this, I will write it there. Or, for example, sometimes I forget to clean behind the cage, so I will write that down. So it's essentially my guinea pig to-do list that goes there, and I use that all the time. So, another thing is Google Calendar. If you have like Google Calendar or a calendar that can give you reminders, very much I recommend using that. So you can put a task in Google Calendar or a date or something, and it will notify you on your phone. And I'm not sure if the Apple Calendar works the same way, but worst case scenario, there are other apps that can do that. So you can, for example, let's say on January 30th, you have a guinea pig vet appointment, you can put it there and then you don't forget. Or if you know that, okay, on the 15th of every month, that's when I buy more hay, or that's when they're usually out, then you can make sure to set a reminder for either that day or a couple days in advance. So let's say if you're ordering it online, it can be here for that day. And yeah, so that's definitely one. Another thing is alarms. I use alarms all the time. Yeah, if you were to actually go onto my phone and look at all of my alarms, gosh, I have so many. And they're, like, none of them are actually for waking up, believe it or not. All of my alarms are for things like, remember to, like, do this for the pigs, or, you have to leave in like 15 minutes to go take them to their nail appointment, you better get on it, or, you know, like, just really simple things like that. That's what, like, all of my alarms are for. So it's that's definitely a big thing I use because I have so many alarms on there. Another thing is to have like a planner or a calendar that you look at daily. Like for me, sometimes in order to remember something, I need like it everywhere. Like it practically, like it needs to be like glowing in order for me to see it and know to do it. So that's why like I'll have the same reminder on 5 different things. Like I can put it on an alarm, on my whiteboard, on my calendar, on a post-it note somewhere. Like I will put it everywhere because I do not want to forget. So, yeah, you can. Whenever I have to lift, I always have to lift this up sometimes or move because they want to go behind me. And I'm like, well, I didn't position myself for that. So yeah, those are some different things I use, and I find that I remember a lot of stuff because of that, because we are humans, and the guinea pigs have a lot that you need to remember, but you also have other things in life that you have to remember. Like, I am in school, so obviously I have to remember, like, assignments or different things like that. So obviously I have additional things that I have to remember. And hey, we can't eat tripods. I'll give you veggies. But yeah, so obviously, like, just in life in general, there can be a lot to remember. And I hope that this helps. And for anyone who says, oh, being a guinea pig owner is easy, no, it is not. There's a lot to remember and a lot of things you have to do. But in my opinion, I also feel like it is a very rewarding job. So, although it's not easy, in my opinion, it's rewarding. Not for everyone, though. And I get that. I can respect that. And that's, but I love these little girls, and they are the highlight of my days sometimes. Other times they contribute to it. Sometimes there's a whole bunch of good things. They're creating a good day. I also fall asleep to you girls. Because you girls rustle around in the hay rack when I go to bed. So, but yeah, so I hope that this helps you guys stay on track a little bit with like remembering to do things. And until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Here, let's get it. You girls want some veggie? This one apart. Girls. Here. Look. Okay. Bye.